Alright, how's it going, everyone? So today, actually let me fix this mirror right quick. Today I want to talk to you about these CRG lane splitting mirrors and the strap kit that I got on right now. I haven't seen many videos about people really talking about how it affects the bike and your vision, so I figured I'd go and make a video about that right quick. So first off, the mirrors. This takes some getting used to. Normally on the BMW S1000, you know, you have the mirrors like right here where my hands are at right now. Normally you have your mirrors right there, and you really don't even have to tilt your head down to even see what's in your mirrors, you know. You kind of just put your eyes down and you can always see. But I mean, just for aesthetic wise, it's not, I guess, the best looking thing, so that's why I took them off myself. So yeah, these CRG lane splitting mirrors. So I can tell you right now, you can see just as much. I mean, they almost look smaller than the stock mirrors, but honestly, you can see just as much. I guess the downfall of them is just that you have to tilt your head down every time you want to look behind you, like see what's in your blind spot or whatever. And that gets them getting used to, because normally this is kind of how I pretty much ride where my head's at right now. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but I'm pointing straight up what's ahead of me, not looking down. To see what's in my mirror, I have to look down this much, and that's not exactly always a good thing, you know, just to take your eyes off the road immediately ahead of you. So if you're in heavy traffic, definitely don't trust your mirrors. You know, you use your shoulder checks, and I mean, I always use your shoulder checks anyway, but don't rely on these CRG lane splitting mirrors. I mean, they're good mirrors, don't get me wrong. At normal cruising speeds, they do not move at all. Now, I mean, I can easily move them the way I've got them tightened. You can tighten or loosen them so they don't move, or you want them loose or whatever. But at least where I'm having at right now, when you do high-speed pulls, it will kind of fold in some. So just be ready for that. If just the way they're kind of come packaged, if you do a high-speed pull, they're going to fold in, so you just have to just push them back out and you'll be set again. They seem to be made pretty well. Like I said, I don't think they'll break easily. Aside from the just folding in, they're really not a problem at all. I know y'all love that. Gotta take this turn a little slower than normally because this thing is strapped down. Alright, so that's about all I can think about to talk about the mirrors right now. So now for the strap kit. As you can see, I got mine kind of wrapped around the frame up here, and then for the extra loop that comes off, I just got it wrapped around these little holes right here in the triple tree. Alright, so the disadvantages and advantages of the strap kit. Alright, so my bike is already lowered 1.5 inches, but it doesn't help at all. This bike will still wheelie like it's nothing at all. I'm telling y'all that. Before I got this strap kit, I could do a second gear pull at like 60, 70, like, and I'm not talking about like easy on the gas, just straight out 0 to 100, full throttle in second gear and 70 miles per hour, and I'm pretty comfortable with that. The wheel will come up a little bit. It ain't gonna just fly up, it'll come up definitely, and it'll definitely float all the way to third gear. But I mean, yeah, second gear, you can't mess with first gear on this bike. Never could have. If you're doing first gear pull, the wheel, you're going to flip off the bike. And I do it in race road. I'm always riding in race mode, and the wheel control does not help out at all in first gear if I'm not doing a launch control. So I haven't done a launch control with the bike strap yet, but I don't know, it's just the bike is so loud. I ain't trying to attract no unwanted attention or whatever. So yeah, launch control is a little louder thing to do. But yeah, with the bike strapped as it is right now, I can actually do first gear pulls. Now it will still wheelie, but it's not gonna just shoot up. Normally, you know, it's a controlled wheelie. You know, the wheel is gonna come up, but it's gonna be much more controlled, and I don't have to worry about crashing my bike because I'm wheeling too hard or something like that, you know. So that's about the only advantage of having the strap kit on there. It definitely does help, especially if you're doing drag racing or you're just trying to do some quick road racing and want to take it to first gear instead of second gear. Now for the disadvantages, there's plenty of disadvantages. As soon as you install this thing, you notice real quickly the bike does not turn. And that's a weird thing to say about the S1000, but it takes away from the nimbleness of this bike highly. Like, you gotta think about how the strap kit works though. You're completely tightening the suspension and all that, so you don't notice it too bad on the road, but in riding around in parking lots or taking tight turns, you know that it's a complete different handling characteristic of the bike. I was gonna do a little pull there, but I ain't trying to do nothing crazy anyway. But yeah, it's a completely different handling characteristic of the bike. One thing I always notice, I don't notice for sure, but I've seen other people talk about how when you keep the bike strapped all the time, it eventually will hurt your forks and you'll need a fork replacement. I don't know how true that is. I'm hoping not. I hope it doesn't take too much damage to the bike, because I'm not trying to replace my forks anytime soon. But I imagine if I left the bike like this all the time and just roll like that, it would definitely hurt the bike and I had to replace the forks eventually. When in the parking lot, you're not gonna be able to turn. Let me see, like, I can still kind of lean it a little bit, but not the way I normally could, you know. I would never ride with my bike striped like this in turns. I just can't. The only time I would ever stripe my bike like this is if I know for sure that I'm about to race somebody, or if I'm just doing a picture, because I love the way the bike looks lowered like this. Your suspension, so this is definitely a much rougher setup when the bike is strapped like this. And I mean, like, just think about it, like, normally your bike sits at a very high place on the forks. It has plenty of suspension travel, but with the bike strapped like this, I mean, it's already completely loaded up, and you feel bumps way more. You can probably hear it in my voice every time I hit a bump. I might be able to do a pull up here if I do a U-turn. So yeah, aside from the acceleration, there's not much advantage of having your bike strapped, because over time it will definitely wear down your fork. You really have to be more careful when you're turning, and not necessarily doing like high-speed turns, but when you're doing low-speed turns. Like I'm gonna try to do a U-turn right here, and it's probably gonna F me all the way up. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, you feel that thing is tightened all the way down. Let me see here. Oh yeah, the wheel was floating right there the whole time, but I didn't go full throttle. I was kind of easing on it, because I mean, I know the wheel was going to come up. I just know it is, but I'm just being careful with it, because like I said, I'm not trying to wheelie. I'm also not trying to get arrested out here, so yeah, man. Normally though, I couldn't even play with it that hard. Like, that was me going from like 15 up to 90 in first gear pretty fast, but I didn't just hammer it like I could have, you know. I was gentle with it, just giving y'all a taste of how you can accelerate in first gear compared to normal. All right, I'm gonna do about a 40 miles per hour pull right here. So yeah, man, that's how you see how a bike can accelerate in first gear with the bike strapped like that. It does help out a lot, trust me. But trust me, it's a much more comfortable and safer ride when the bike is not strapped like this. So yeah, I think that's all I can give y'all about the mirrors and the strap kit right now. I will be making future videos soon. I'm trying to link up with some guys, trying out new bikes, let them explore this one that I have myself. I even did a group ride the other day where I saw my first motorcycle crash, honestly. Thankfully, the guy walked away from it. Well, I wouldn't say walked away. He went to an ambulance and all that, but I mean, it happened like 2 bikes ahead of me, and I mean, I'm telling you, the guy should have died. It is a miracle. I may be able to explain this crash to y'all another day, but it is a miracle this dude, first, was not killed, and secondly, he wasn't more injured than he was. But yeah, y'all be safe out there, y'all. A lot of people are still crashing out here. Be safe doing whatever you're doing, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.